Hey everyone, it's JG, and today I want to tell you about Taraxacum. If you rolled hard in the Wong banner, and you should have, then you probably walked away with a ton of dupes of this guy, and might be wondering if he's any good. I've got you covered. He's got some decent core numbers, but his kit is also full of wasted potential. He's the first op in the Watchman subclass, which is the flying subclass for medics. Let's briefly review how flying works. Flying units can't be targeted or damaged by ground units, even ranged ground units, and they also can't block ground units. They can block flying enemies, which is a weird and situational perk that will only really matter if they massively increase the quantity and threat of flying units in the game. So flying makes units relatively invulnerable from a variety of the game's threats, though not all. Watchmen take off and start hovering for the duration of their skill. This itself is a cool perk for a medic. It makes your medic less likely to die when you're in need of burst healing, which also means they have one fewer unit to worry about healing. This subclass has potential. Stat-wise, they have a little lower attack than core medics, but with higher HP and defense. And their range is this cross shape that you get on Abjurers or Hexers, hitting a large number of tiles, but without the longer reach of a core medic. The real waste for Taraxacum is that he buffs things that don't need to be buffed. Take a look at this talent. Flying allies within range gain Sanctuary and Block. Who's that for? Flying allies are invulnerable from most threats already, so they don't need Sanctuary. And blocking flying enemies is already an incredibly niche capability. How often do you need to block two at once? And then, his second skill also has a bonus for flying allies. He can heal a second target if that target is flying. A bonus for healing flying allies is a lot like a bonus for healing allies who are at full HP. This is a bizarre clause that is not very interesting. What it actually means is mostly that he'll heal himself in addition to another operator until he maxes out after about 2 heals. He doesn't target himself once he's full, which means you miss out on the additional splash heals also. Numbers-wise, is he any good? Well, keep in mind that this class does not have modules yet, which deflates his numbers probably by around 25%. Without his skill, he's at the very low end of the core medic range. He'll probably be closer to the middle of that range when his module comes out. I'd guess about on par with 4 stars like Myrrh or Susuro, which is not especially noteworthy. His S1 is quite nice. I'd call it A rank. It bursts as high as almost any core medic, and with good enough uptime that he outperforms all but the best ones over the long term. This is the skill I'd recommend. It has random targeting, which sucks in Poison Haze, but works out okay everywhere else. S2 needs to be capitalizing on that flying unit synergy to have decent numbers, so while it's slightly better on paper, I don't think it holds up in the real world. Contrary to S1, it actually does very well in Poison Haze, but poorly most everywhere else. Overall, I score Taraxacum as a B+. If you play Male Knights, Taraxacum is one of your best options for burst healing, together with Record Keeper. If his module manages to be pretty solid, he'll be in the running for the best 5-star medic, but until then, he's on the high side of average. The flying shenanigans may occasionally come in clutch, but I wouldn't consider that a reason to build him. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more of my content.